Every time I clean out my fridge, I'm so amazed and slightly disgusted that they get this dirty. I mean, how? Alright, y'all, so we enjoyed that lighter kind of lunch we had earlier so much that I found a recipe that's on the lighter side also, using, most of the stuff that we already have in the house. So we're going to try it. It is a shrimp tostada, kind of like ceviche style, but I don't eat ceviche, so I'm cooking the shrimp for it. But we're going to go ahead and get it started and see what we can do. So we're going to make the little sauce first. I wonder, I can probably make the sauce right here in this and not even have to mess up a bowl. So we'll see if we can't try that. So we need about a cup of sour cream, and that's about how much I have down in this container still. So we'll just use that. We need to add 2 tablespoons of minced fresh cilantro. So I'm just going to do a little rough chop on this and drop it into our sour cream. Now I don't have fresh lime, but I do have some lime juice, and this calls for a tablespoon of lime juice and a little bit of lime zest. So we'll have to miss out on the lime zest for this time. 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, a little bit of pepper. And that's all for our little crema. So we're going to set this to the side and let those flavors kind of marry together while our shrimp finishes cooking. So while our shrimp finishes cooking, we're going to make the rest of everything that kind of goes along with this. So the recipe called for English cucumber. I don't have English cucumber, but I do still have, if I can figure out which way my bag is, I do have some fresh cucumber out of the garden. I'll just try to avoid much of the seeds. I'm actually going to scoop the seeds out. So we're just going to dice this up into small pieces. It says we need about 1½ cups, so I'm definitely going to need some more cucumber. We'll save those for a little snack. So it also calls for 8 radishes. We do not have any radishes in the house, so we're going to skip that part and move on next to our 4 tomatoes. I'm going to start with these 2 Romas and see how that looks, because I'm feeling like this is going to make a pretty large amount, and I only have this 1 pack of Tostadas, which it says 27 Tostadas, so maybe I do have enough. I thought there were only 10 in those things. But we're just dicing this up, trying to stay along those same sizes as the cucumber. So the recipe calls for 2 jalapenos, however I only have 1. Like I said, we're working out of our fridge with trying to come up with a quick meal. I had planned on making salmon, but we'll make salmon tomorrow. So we're just going to take this jalapeno and dice it up super small, because we want the flavor and we want it to get around, but we don't want it to overpower something as light as the shrimp. It says 2 tablespoons of cilantro. I'm just going to take a few good pinches of it. Stems and all will be fine to go down in here. We need 4 green onion. However, this is all I have out of our garden right now, so we're going to make do. 3 cloves of minced garlic. To mince this up. And try and do it as fine as we can. But if there's a few chunks, it's okay. But garlic can get kind of spicy in big chunks when it's raw. We need a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, about 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and 2 avocados. We may end up adding some extra avocados because I have them and we really like avocado. And last but not least, we have about a pound of peeled and deveined cooked shrimp. just going to do a rough chop because I don't want tiny pieces, but I want decent bite-sized pieces. Let's drop this into our bowl. We're going to give everything a mix and taste test. See what else we might need to add before serving up. I'm so excited about this. It smells really good. Like I said, I'm not a ceviche person, so I don't do... we eat raw fish like tuna and salmon. I'll trust that from the sushi places, but I don't know that I would ever do like a raw shrimp. And I know that, say, the lemon juice and the lime juice cooks it. That's just, I don't know. I like the idea of those flavors, but actual raw would scare me. And especially serving it to my kids. Man, does that look beautiful. I know black beans don't really go with the freshness vibe, but that sounds like it would be really good in this right now. Alright, so give it a taste test. That's actually pretty good. Let's see what it tastes like with this crunchy tostada. I feel like it could use a little more salt. We may even can add a little more, add some cumin to it, but I want to wait and see how this sauce makes it. So this is that sauce that we made first off. I'm just going to spread a little bit of it on there. I don't want the sour cream kind of overpowering this. And this is just my family eating, so they are fine with me double dipping my spoon. And if they're not, then they can cook their own dinner. I know this is a huge bite, but alright, let's see. So this is awesome. Again, I do think that it needs a little bit more salt. And I think that if we had that second jalapeno and those radishes, we would definitely get that peppery bite a lot more. So maybe add a little bit more black pepper. But we are going to love this. I think this is going to be a hit, especially for some lunch ideas. If we wanted to, we could do this on a lettuce wrap, but I don't feel too bad about this tostada. And it helps with us trying to do, and I say us, mostly me, but everybody seemed to really enjoy our lunch today. Like, there were no, we had all clean plates, so I love that. But y'all, this is awesome. I love that cucumber in there too. It seemed kind of odd to me, but it's very bright. So I can keep talking and keep eating, but make up some plates. And y'all, oh, this one is like 10 out of 10 for me.
Like and subscribe for more.